pick up exactly where we left off. Your characters left. You just finished with the merchant caravan. You went back to town. You made it back to town without any interruptions or further encounters. And it's now late afternoon, the evening of the first day. You have 4 days, including today. So you have technically have 2 days, and then the third day after that is the day of that the wild hunt comes at night. So what do you plan on doing the first day? Everyone leveled up, or whatever, and you let me know who. I guess I'll start with Tyler. What do you plan on doing?
So I speak to I believe it was Joseph. Joseph, you wanted to speak to the Lord of the region.
Alex, you're Joseph.
Yes, I know. I had to turn back. Yes, I did. Maybe we can learn a few things from him.
Sir Gilbert is a good man, yes.
Yes. But we should also probably visit a local monastery or church and, pray for God's wisdom and guidance.
Yes, that's what I wanted to ask you. I personally wanted to go
Closer,
to the church.
Tyler.
I personally wanted to go to the church first. But if you want to meet Sir Gilbert, then we could do that first.
No. Lord waits for nobody.
All right, so you guys go to the church.
Yes.
The other two, Jonathan, Madeline, do either one of you two go into the church with them?
Nope.
Nope? Okay.
I tried to go to the town to see if I could get some supplies.
Okay. So we will go for your shopping trip after, and I'll also ask Madeline what she wants. So we'll do the church. So you guys go to the church. It's a very small, very humble church. Remember, this is a border town. There are many people here. So you find the church. There is one priest in there. He stumbles out and sees you. He's like, oh, we are visited by clerics, the ones who are touched by God. It's nice to see you. Welcome.
Oh, of course. Of course, Father. We've come here to pray.
Good day, Father.
Of course, flock. You may pray. So he offers you guys communion, and you guys do the whole prayer thing there, and you go worship for a little while. And during that time, you get his name, which is Alexander.
Father Alexander.
Father Alexander.
I have his horse. His name is Bucephalus.
Tyler, when you talk, you gotta get really close to your screen.
I have his horse, Bucephalus.
He looks at you strange. Like, what the hell?
Father Alexander, may I ask you a question?
Yes, my son.
I need some advice and I also need some guidance. But before I ask for those, can you tell me about this area and how people are here? Are they a good Christian folk?
There's all good Christian folk here, but we are close to the wilderlands, and directly north of us are the godless heathen Scots. So some of the people here are descendants from the Scots as well as the Saxons and some of the early Britons. So there is some overlap, but most of the people here in town that I know of are good God-fearing Christians.
I see. And have you had any problem with certain spirits as of late?
You speak of the elf. The elf, yes, everyone in town knows of the elf. Out on Carter's Bar. I know that you're a friend here.
Say that again? I didn't hear what you said last. Uh,
So, Cleric, what's your name again? That's
Geoffrey.
what he's doing. He's asking you for your name.
It's Geoffrey.
Cleric Geoffrey. I know that he is part of a group that is investigating the elf.
yes, and I have joined them. My name is Joseph. I do not remember if I gave it to you.
Cleric Joseph.
But
Cleric Joseph, it is grand to meet you. God bless you.
it is an honor of mine because you are truly what a servant of the Lord. For you are not afraid to go into the wilderness and suffer just to keep your flock safe in these hard times.
Anything for my flock.
Well, tell me, Father, we may need some assistance. We may need some holy water. I believe that between the three of us, if we pray really hard, perhaps we might be able to create some. Would you be willing to help?
Create holy water. That
Well,
requires-
of character, I believe it's three. You need three priests to create holy water, isn't it?
Yes, and I do happen to have the divine gift of blessing, so with your help, perhaps I can do so.
You have to have that power, by the way. In order to-
And I do.
so Tyler,
Right, but I think in the rule book it said you neided three priests. I don't remember if
You
you
needed
needed
three priests on top of that power.
Okay, so then with Geoffrey's help, we might be able to create some. Leave some for you and your flock to keep you safe, and some for us as we continue investigating into these dark matters of the elf.
All right, so that's what you're gonna try and do. You're gonna try and bless some holy water, Tyler.
Yes.
All right, so let's read this. All right, so of course he's not gonna say no to this. So I'm not gonna even do a reaction check for you guys. So he's gonna say yes because he is a priest.
Should we bless some wine, brother, as well?
He's very confused as to your suggestion.
I wasn't asking him.
Okay, so you can bless an
I was
individual
asking
during
Geoffrey.
1 minute of prayer to call on divine aid for the subject to triumph. Okay, at the conclusion of this, okay, so cease bless. Can also blessing can also be done over water and food with DC 15 in 1 minute of prayer to purify. Cleric can do so with 1 meal's worth of food. Okay, that's food or water. Finally, the blessing can be used to produce holy water, but to do so requires at least 3 clerics, only one of which needs to have the blessing power. Okay, he is not a cleric. Okay, he is a priest. All right,
Yeah.
success is automatic. No prayer check required, and the holy water can be provided to fill 10 vials per full day of work. Each vial. Okay, hold on a second. Let me check if a priest can do the same thing. I'm pretty sure they can. 1 sec. This is the only game that I don't mind looking at the rules during the game. They're fucking cool.
I mean, he might actually be able to do it all by himself because technically priests used to,
Well, if nothing else, I have my own powerful incense. And you can't see it, but you know. They're very powerful. Powerful candles.
I'm gonna say yes, even though he doesn't really.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the clerics, they as far as I know, clerics are people with like divine power. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
clerics
but
are given divine
he's
power.
a-
Priests are not. Priests are more politicians within a church.
right, but
Yeah,
he's also a parish priest. Like I said, if you go to a
Yeah.
Catholic
Yeah,
church,
you go to a Catholic
there's
church.
always holy water,
Yeah, but
and
this is-
priest is the one that blesses the water in the Catholic church.
Yeah, but a priest blessing blessing water doesn't mean it's going to give it power. So, and not in this game, because this game is
Okay.
actually using real magic. So,
Okay,
I will say yes.
I will.
yeah.
I will say
Okay.
yes. So,
Okay, so we'll pray for.
hold
What
on.
do we need to
Let's
pray
see,
for?
make
For a
produce
minute.
holy water. Tyler, you're going to roll.
All right.
Success is automatic, and enough holy water can be filled. 10 vials. How many days are you going to be doing this?
Probably just today then.
Okay, you need
Yeah.
the whole day to do this. So you're not going to be visiting with Sir Gilbert today. You can go back to eat, but you're not going to
That's
bother
fine.
him at fucking midnight and chat with him. The priest does offer you a room for the night there, Joseph, in the church after you guys bust your ass. You don't have to roll anything, Tyler. You get 10 vials. So you guys produce 10 vials. You can split it amongst you, and you did offer some to the church. So he's going to take 1/3 of the vials you guys created. So you guys have 6, which means the church takes 4. So each of you
Goddamn
gets 3.
church.
Each of you gets 3, and you don't argue this because you're members of the church.
Four.
So
Yeah.
4. So each of you gets 3. The church gets 4. If you want
That's
to do
fine.
it again, you can come the next day and make another 10. But per day you can make 10, and it's a whole day. So that night, like at fucking 1 in the morning, is when you guys finish. Okay. In the meantime,
Okay.
while you guys are doing that, which one of you wants to? Madeline, do you have anything in particular you want to do?
Yes.
Okay. This is the first day you get back from the walk to Carter's Bar. Okay, I mean you have 3 more days. What do you want to do?
It's the Drake Stone that they're going to bring the elf man to, correct?
Yes, there's a big stone right outside town. A huge
Okay.
monolith.
I need to scope out the environment.
Okay. So you're going out there to just check it out? Are you going to go with the Magister or the Cymri or by yourself?
I'm gonna bring my henchman, the Scottish man, along.
Okay, so John, but he's drunk, so he disappeared again. So do you want to wait for him and do it another day, or do you still want to go?
I'm still going.
Okay, so you go. So you're not going to take Jonathan, who is...
No, I'll be a damsel in distress. I'm going all by myself.
Okay, so you go by yourself to the Drakestone. So the Drakestone's on the other side of a bridge, right outside town. It's very visible. Around the Drakestone is woods. Okay, there's trees. There's a clump of bushes where they look like they could be a really good hiding place for when the wild hunt comes here to take the elf.
Wait. So is it like an empty area in the woods? Or is it like kind of like...
No, it's at the edge of the woods. It's right outside town. You can see the big rock from town. There's a bridge that goes over a little river that goes to the big rock, and then surrounding the big ass rock, the Drakestone, are trees, and there's a clump of bushes sticking out from the woods, which make a really good hiding place to wait for the wild hunt.
Okay.
When they show up.
Is it just grass or is it grass and flowers?
Just grass.
Okay. Are any of the trees around me able of producing sap?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay. Can I get some sap from the trees? Like a good large amount?
Okay. You start collecting sap from the trees. What is a large amount?
A
A couple cups?
couple cups.
Okay. You easily get a few cups. 3 cups.
Okay. And then
With like an hour's work.
do I know how
Maybe 2
what type
hours
of
work.
bushes are there? Are the same bushes that are by the cube located closer to town?
They are further from town than the Drakestone. They're on the other side. Basically, there's a road that leads right up to the Drakestone. Then you see the Drakestone, and then to the right of the Drakestone are the bushes.
Okay. How close is the river to the Drakestone?
The river is maybe
Or the
30 yards from the Drakestone.
And how tall is the Drakestone?
It's very tall. Hold on. I don't know if there's a description in this book, but it's very tall. It's maybe 50, 60 feet tall. I'll put it around there. $50-60 feet.
Okay, that's very tall.
Mm-hmm.
What color is the Drakestone? Is it gray?
It's gray. It's a rock. It's a big
I
rock.
know, but there's different colored rocks.
No, this thing's gray. It's described as gray.
Okay.
There's something otherworldly about when you're standing in front of it, you can feel it. That is a
Okay.
silence. It's the same thing you felt when you were in Carter's bar.
Okay, how
Silence.
hard is the rock?
Hard as the rock?
How hard is it?
How hard is it? You gonna try and chip at it?
Questionably. Could I chip at it?
You pull your knife and start chipping at it? Or what are you gonna use? Another rock?
Well, I mean, if it's a really, really hard rock, then my knife is probably not going to do anything.
So you're gonna use another rock?
Yeah.
You can, when you hit it, it does chip a little bit, only enough to if you're gonna write something on there, but you're not really taking much rock off of it.
Perfect. Can I take a few pieces of it?
Yes.
Okay. I
Anything
am
else?
good. Thank you.
You're good? All right. So that's the first day for you gotta remind me the character's name in 2 weeks. So,
Francis.
okay. And Magister, you're the fun. You got a cool name. I forgot your name.
Allan Surgeon.
The surgeon. Allan Surgeon. Get closer. It's not just close. You have to turn your mouth towards the mic. Now I see what you do. What do you want to do
Alright.
today? So you're searching for things to buy for something. What are you trying to buy?
Yeah, I'm searching for tools to summon a demon.
Okay, so you're searching for the tools to summon a demon
I'm trying to do so discreet.
in a podunk backwater town.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm fairly certain it costs like £1 for like an actual
let's go look
lab
at
worth of crap.
supplies for summoning a fucking demon. He's gonna do it. All right.
Sorry, I have one last question.
Of course.
So, the pieces of rock that I chipped off, do they still give off slightly weird energy?
You don't feel anything immediately, like when you're walking around with them. But after a couple hours, when you go back to the inn or back to the house, you do feel like a little nausea around them. The closer they
Perfect.
you move them away, they put them like on the other side of the room, and you feel nausea.
Page 25, by the way, for all the summoning.
I'm on page 25. I'm trying to find the price for the stuff. It would help if the person who's trying to do it would actually look sometimes. Jonathan, do you know
Yeah.
what we're looking for?
No. Not very descriptive of what
Okay,
those
you're going
tools
to
are.
use the inks, the elaborately specially crafted inks. It's going to cost you £10.
Pounds, pennies.
No.
How many pennies do you have? I don't think you have anywhere near £10.
I have 150 pennies.
All right, so let's see the conversion rate. Here it has it.
That's not
£1 is 20. Okay, £1 is 20 shillings, which is 200 pennies. You have 150 pennies,
Yeah.
so you have 1.5 pounds. So you can afford the tools to do the summoning. You can. They cost £1. Okay, so that costs you 100 pennies. Okay, you cannot afford the chalk, the special inks, and the ritual room. That's what you don't have money for. Okay. So
Okay.
if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it. So you're gonna have to do it somewhere. I guess in front of the Drakestone is what you're gonna try and do. Okay, you're gonna have to. You don't have the inks to draw, so you're gonna have some. You're not gonna have the plus. You're not gonna have the plus four bonus, but you will have the hexagram. You're gonna have the normal tools because they cost £1. Okay, so you're not gonna get negatives, but you're not gonna get the +4 from having the nice room and all the other stuff. Okay, so you're able to purchase those items. A very sneaky little ratty-looking Cymri guy sells them to you at some point that you find in one of the inns. Okay,
Hey, Jonathan.
Jonathan.
If you go into the elf world, you might be able to summon something without all the other magical stuff because you're already in a different realm.
What happened?
Well, could you possibly summon a demon in the elf world
Yes.
where we were before?
You can try it there, but he wants to try it at the Drakestone, I think.
Mm.
But Jonathan, you'd have allies in the Cymri and and the Rogue in summoning, not the 2 clerics. I don't think so. But good luck. All right, so you were able to find your tools that afternoon. So that's about all you guys do that first day. Okay. The second day, morning. It's morning, and you wake up. I'm going to go in reverse this time. All right. So Jonathan, you're going to go first. What are you going to do this morning?
Well, I'm going to buy the tools.
You bought the tools last night.
All right.
So £1.
That was 100 pennies, right?
100 pennies, exactly.
All right. And I'm going to try and find out if there's like any old shrine or a hidden altar of anything.
You're going to try and find out if there's a shrine or hidden secrets somewhere in town. That's what your day is going to be spent on?
Somewhere near town, not necessarily at the town.
Okay. Well, what you find is that the Drakestone is an adequate location for summoning. That's what you find. The other place is what Madeline told you, Carter's Bar. Going all the way back to Carter's Bar. Alright. Let's take a quick 5 minutes because I gotta go back. Okay?
Yeah, me too. I need to.
Alright, recording begun. So, John, everybody returned back to town and they all split up. The Magister went one direction. You guys are muted, by the way. The Magister went.
I was about to do something.
But John is here. John is here, so we're gonna go back to the day before what John did. Then we'll come back to you, Jonathan. So the Magister went one direction. The 2 clerics went another direction, and the Rogue went in another direction. So what are you gonna do, Cymri?
Iron is what hurts elves, right? Was it iron or?
I don't know.
Jeez. I think Jack.
Would you have woodland lore or something?
Hmm?
Would you have lore on the elves?
Silver hurts everybody. Silver.
Oh no, I think it was bronze. It wasn't evident.
Invest in silver.
Invest in silver. It's not hard.
You sound like Malone.
No, maybe
You
it's.
sound super.
Oh.
You guys have to get close. Stop leaning back. We can't hear you. You're making jokes on you're laughing at.
Maybe it's gold, John. You have to collect the gold.
Or I'll just slit the Magister's throat and take his gold. Sounds good.
I don't got any gold, John.
Well, that's a whoopsie on my part. So, let's see.
You want to roll a lore check? Do you have any kind of lore that would affect I mean, you're Cymri, so you're related to them. What lore skills do you have, John?
Yeah. My
Woodland lore or something like that?
Nah. combat. Nope. No woodland lore.
Okay, make a roll of 1d20. No bonuses.
14.
Actually, +2.
16.
You read the myths, and the myths say that iron harms these fey creatures, and a book called Dungeon Crawl Classic says it too, but you're not sure that affects this. So,
well, every world is different. I may be a Cymri, but I understand the multiverse.
You're kind of certain iron will kill an elf. 16 is a good enough.
So, I make my way over to a blacksmith.
Okay. You find a blacksmith. Okay, his name is... You guys love NPCs.
No! The cleric was taken from us too young.
His name is Luke. So yeah, we're definitely
Luke
in
Skywalker.
church territory. So you find out his name is Luke. He's like, hello, I'm Luke. He walks over, he shakes your hand. He's got, that one of his arms is much thicker than the other one, which is common for blacksmiths.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Harry.
You're not from around here, Harry.
No, I'm not.
Wizard, Harry.
Well, if I was a wizard, my life would be a little bit easier, at least. Well, I've been traveling with clergy, so I'd probably be dead.
You have the smell of magic.
Yes, I smell like many things, unfortunately. I spend a lot of time in the woods. Would you happen to have any iron weaponry?
Of course I do.
And how much would it be for an iron weapon?
What weapon do you want?
I prefer swords, but by this point, it's more what's my pocket can take, you know what I mean?
All right, then. I do have a blade. He walks over, finds you an iron blade. He pulls it out, hefts it. He looks proud of it. And he shows it to you. And let me get you the price. A good long sword is 6 pennies.
Hey, it's a beautiful piece of work.
It is.
By any chance, do you have any others of such craftsmanship?
You want swords, or are you still looking for other weapons?
Anything in general.
I have iron spears. Pulls out 2 of those. I'll give you these for 4 apiece.
Okay, let me see. So the sword was 7.
6.
And 6. Well, thank you. And you said each of the spears was 4.
4 each, yes.
And they're iron tipped, as you said.
Everything here is made of iron.
Aye, this is good. Hey, you know what? I'll take the lot.
So he sells them to you, removes you from that amount of money, 8 plus 6 from your inventory. You do not haggle at all. You're not.
My friend, is it possible that if we need any other help, we can come back to you?
Of course, but it would take me time to make more. That's about all I have.
By any chance, do you have any iron nails, that is?
What good blacksmith, what self-respecting blacksmith will not have nails?
It was a dumb question, I realize. It just came out wrong.
Are you building something?
Well, nails in general are handy to have. whether building or saving your own ass from some big ugly monster, shit
Nail
like
is
that.
not a weapon, friend Cymri.
I'm sorry about that. What did you say?
A nail is not a weapon, friend Cymri.
Yes, but a good nail can be turned into just about anything. As a blacksmith, you know this as well as I do.
Alright.
He just smiles. So how much for some nails?
He gives you a little box of them. 2 pennies.
I'll take that too. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else, sir?
He gives him another 2 pennies, just as a thank you.
What are these for?
It's my way of saying thank you for being such a great blacksmith.
Okay, friend Cymri. He gives you a little smile. Thank you. He takes them. Hey, what else you do?
He catches up with the others.
Remember, the others split up. So which others are you trying to catch up with?
Oh, right. Is there a place that sells any kind of potions?
No, dude. This is a backwater, small village. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was asking if there's a place.
The tavern. They got potions for you.
They're definitely potions. Like he's right. There's potions in the tavern. Go get liquor. Liquor it up if you want. What do you do, John?
Is there? I'm gonna make a. Can I make a roll to see if there's a type of ale that elves like? Hey, you never know if it can come in handy.
A type of ale the elves like, and you're rolling to see if you have that knowledge.
Yeah, try it.
No, he's never heard of any ale that they might like honey. Like I think she's
Wine.
Wine or
try
okay.
wine. You can try honey. That's ambrosia.
Mead.
The gods like honey. So
All right.
mead. Yeah, mead is honey and liquor.
Okay, so I make my way over to the tavern.
The tavern.
Might as
Okay.
well.
So you go to the tavern. It's evening at this point.
Bloody hell, the sun went down fast. I go in. Barkeep, do you have a moment?
He sees you. He sighs. He's like, "How can I help you?"
Would you happen to have any mead on hand?
You're going to be drinking.
I would like to purchase a bottle.
An entire bottle.
If I can afford it, you know, raising prices and all.
If you could afford it. You just gave him the idea to raise the prices, but that's really good.
It's a price regardless.
He pulls out a big old bottle. 2 pennies.
How much?
2 pennies.
All I heard was pennies.
2 pennies.
Oh, 2 pennies. Well, thank you very much. I'll take the bottle.
All right. Is there anything else I can help you with? He's looking at you all strange because you're not drinking it.
For now, I should be fine. By any chance, have you seen any of the people I've been traveling with? 2 crazy clergy, a woman about this tall, and a magister who...
I have not seen the woman or the magister. The 2 troublemakers are in the church.
Yeah, I should have seen that one coming. Thank you very much.
Okay, so what do you do?
And he hasn't seen Jonathan or Madeline. Tyler and Alex are at the church, so he's gonna take his newfound equipment and see if he can find.
Stop! Don't let him distract you. He's doing it on purpose to fuck with you, John. Go.
I know. I was actually looking at the names because
Okay.
he's gonna look for Francis.
Okay. So you go looking for Francis. Where do you think Francis is at?
Oh, right. If anything, she's out making the suits.
Don't ruin the plan.
Sorry. So he's gonna, you know what? He's gonna head over to the church.
Okay, so you go to the church. There's a big wooden door. You can open it. It's closed.
They're
Knock
gonna
on it.
crucify.
Oh yeah.
Chanting.
He knocks on the door.
The three of you are doing your chanting and your work, and you're making those bottles, and all of a sudden you hear a boom, boom, boom on the door, and you're stopped, and you're being interrupted, and the priest is like, if we don't take care of him quickly, that's going to be 1 or 2 bottles down from the 10. So what do you guys do? Closer. You're leaning back. You're like a mile away from the freaking computer, guys. I don't know why
He's
you're
in the
so
way.
far away from the computer now.
He's in the way. So, my character, he after hearing the knock, he's like, perhaps there's a devout worshiper that's dire need at this time. I look at the sun, I look towards the chapel's, the glass, I forgot what it's called, but the beautiful glass works to try to see
Stained glass.
the panes, What time is it?
It's gonna be
It's
like around
late.
7.
Sounds like, it's like, perhaps someone needs,
You guys still need like another 5 or 6 hours to finish.
perhaps someone needs the Lord's guidance desperately at this time.
Father Alexander goes, I'll be right back. He goes and opens the door. Hello? And you see like an elderly gent open the door. And he's a father, he's a priest. And he sees the Cymri. He takes one look at you, looks up and down, and he's like, hello, my son. How can I help you?
He nods back. I'm glad to speak with you, Father. By any chance, have you seen 2 clergy that have been roaming around the town?
He pushes
They
the
most
door
likely
open
came here.
slightly, and you look behind them, and you see both of the other clerics looking really annoyed, and with their arms up in the air, like they just finished chanting. Alex,
He
you there?
keeps his.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. You're involved. He just interrupted your making of the potions. I will take 2 potions away if you waste too much time talking to him.
Do I hear that he's at the door?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all heard it.
Okay, then I get up and I
you gotta get
walk towards the
close.
door.
Tyler, you have to get close, dude. Your mouth has to get close, not your body.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear Alex. I can't hear Ty.
Alex, you're fine. It's Tyler.
Oh, okay. What's
There
it
he
Tyler,
called?
push him out of the way. He's not here.
I get up and I walk over to the door and I say, hey, Cymri, what you bring here? What brings you here?
Well, I've been trying to find everyone. My apologies. It seems like you're a bit busy.
Yes, we are in a meditation and prayer.
Extremely so, Cymri.
Why don't we meet tomorrow in the morning and start coming up with a plan of our next steps?
Yes, that sounds very wise.
So
We will
be it.
meet-
But have you seen the Magister around?
No.
The
Thank you.
young
Have a good day.
lass, well, I don't know. She ran into the fields like always. Magister's probably roaming around town. You can check there.
Magister.
We shall see you tomorrow in the morning.
No,
Have a good night.
Come.
May God be with you, my son.
He walks away.
The priest.
He
slams
kinda
the door
got the-
behind you.
May God protect his soul.
That you almost ruined their fucking making of Well, what are you gonna go do to Jonathan now?
He's
Oh,
probably
we go back to prayers.
Yeah,
we
I know.
go
Don't
right
worry
to
about it.
prayers.
I know you guys go back to doing. So.
he's probably just gonna find a place to bed down for the night because knowing the Magister, if he's alone, he's probably summoning something.
Okay, excellent. Morning comes and we go back to Jonathan.
Alright, after confirming that the Drake Stone can be used to summon something, I go to the I forgot the guy's name.
What guy?
Gilbert?
Gilbert.
Sir
I
Gilbert.
go to Sir Gilbert and I try to do so discreetly, particularly not being seen by the two clerics.
All right. Then.
The two clerics got up at the with the rooster.
Yeah, we're at the church right now, I think.
Well,
We
but
slept
the
in the
clerics are
church.
at the church. They never made it. They didn't go back into the because they're not.
It was
at
perfect
the manor,
timing
okay? They're not.
for
They're
your
not at the
evil
castle.
doing.
They've never been. Joseph has never been to the castle actually. So you are escorted before Sir Gilbert. He's having his morning breakfast, and he's like, "Oh, friend Magister." He gets up and bows to you. How can I help you?
Yes.
Here, food. My servants will take care of you.
Yes. I wish to speak of a very discreet and very utmost importance of the matter of your daughter.
He's like, "You've discovered something.
Yes.
Well, what is it, man? Spit it out."
You see, what I am about to say must not be spoken to the two clerics that are about to come here, or the other companions they have.
He's like, "Of course, is she in danger? Have you found her?"
Very much so. She has been found with the elf in Carter's bar.
She is there with him?
Yes.
We must go and get her at once.
No, he has her hostage. And it's even more grave than that. For he is being hunted by 4 dark horsemen from hell.
This is madness. What can we do? Then we do need the clerics, their help.
Not just that, but he has claimed towards the clerics, he has told all of us that should he be captured, that all the children that are his in town would be taken by the horsemen all the way to hell. And even worse,
You see this
your
old
daughter
man age like another 10 years in front of you, and he slumps back in his chair. And he's like, what can be done?
Even worse, your daughter is also pregnant with one of his children.
He's shaking his head, and he goes into
However,
stages
there
of
is
grief.
believed to be a solution to this plot. For you see,
You would
your
know
daughter
this.
has a cloak. Upon a certain day, should she place the cloak on the elf, he would disappear, and the horseman would not be able to collect the children he has bred.
So is this what
And they can all be baptized.
So is this what you and your friends are preparing to accomplish?
Yes. However, there is a very slight miscalculation that not even the clerics can foresee.
Go on.
For we do not have the power to face these 4 horsemen. For to accomplish this task, for your daughter to place her cloak on the elf, there needs to be a distraction.
Okay.
I need you to gather men on this certain night, men that are full of bravery, that are willing to risk their life to save your daughter and create a diversion to distract the 4 horsemen from hell.
There are 4 of them?
4. And a dark demon provides with them.
All right. I shall make sure this is done, Magister.
and heed my warning. Do not tell anyone of what I have told you. Do not tell them that I have even spoken.
Of course. Of course. Of course, Magister. It is done. It is done. And
Yes.
you will return my daughter to me when this is finished.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You will have my favor. I will send the favor to you, and I will send you to a good lord who will take care of you. Worry not, Magister.
I am very grateful.
All right,
But do what I say with haste. Your daughter's life depends on it.
All right. So that's what you do today. You have anything else you're going to do? Day 2.
I checked to see where the clerics are.
Oh, so you're heading out.
First,
It takes about 10 seconds to figure out that they're at the church.
what happened? What do you
It takes
say?
about 10 seconds to figure out that they're at the church.
I stay clear from the church and go to the inn for a drink.
Okay. So you stay away from the church and go to the inn for a drink. Excellent. All right. That's your encounter. Next is Madeline. We're going backwards.
Okay, so the Carter's Bar place is like 2 hours walk away, correct?
Through the wilderness. I mean, through a road that cuts through the wilderness. You are supposed to go back to Carter's Bar on the 4th day to pick up Janet.
Yeah, well, I don't care. I need to go back now.
Are you going alone? Or you taking a Cymri? Or somebody else?
I mean, if someone wants to join me, they can, but if they ruin my plan, I'm going to cause chaos and harm upon them.
Do you go looking for any of them?
The question is, are you letting us know?
Are you going to go let the clerics in the church know? Are you going to try and find the Cymri? Or are you going to try and find the Magister?
Well, it pretty much depends on what happens at Carter's Bar.
Okay, so you're going to go by yourself?
Yes.
Excellent. All right. So you start walking towards Carter's Bar, and I roll. So you take a little trip towards Carter's Bar, and I got to roll to see if you have an encounter. Give me 1 second. What the hell's the 1d10? I used the 1d10 earlier. What the hell is it? Oh, yeah, that's why. Okay. So you make it to Carter's Bar after a 2-hour walk. No incidents whatsoever. You find the bar still covered in flowers. Right in front of you. It's eerie and quiet out here. What do you do?
I'd like to do what I did last time, which was find the 2-flower rose, pick off one of the flowers, and then pick the rose.
Okay. So exact same thing happens. You feel time, like the world inverts and the colors shift and they change. And you are once again inside in the Fae, in the Anun, which is the land, the realm of the Fae. And before long, you see Janet sitting there. She looks up at you and smiles. You've returned, but you're early. And Tamlane appears behind her. He when he sees it's you, when he first comes out, he's holding the spear up. And but then when he sees it's you, he lowers the spear and he greets you. Alex, mute yourself. Alex, mute.
I heard.
You got a loud noise in your background, dude. Mute. Okay.
I wave to Janet and the elf, and I ask the elf if I can ask him some questions.
You have endangered yourself tremendously coming here. Do you know how to return?
Well, my mother has told me I'm a danger to myself anyway, so what's a little more?
Your luck that I'm here is the only thing that saves you. There are very powerful creatures in the Fae. Some that will make a meal of you quickly. How can I help you? Francis, what's your
Well,
name?
here's the thing. So we don't know a whole lot about Fae. So I don't want to use it against you. I want to use it against the people trying to hunt you. So can you perhaps tell me what actually harms Fae?
The Fae are harmed by your weapons.
But
Iron
like,
and steel
what weapon?
will hurt me just as much as anything else.
Steel?
Steel will hurt me. It will kill me. But I don't think you should be engaging the Wild Hunt in combat. They would kill you. They would kill a child such as you or any of your friends.
Well, I don't necessarily care if I die. So is there anything else that could possibly harm you?
Again, anything that would harm you will harm me.
Including poisons?
Yes.
Is there anything you're like resistant to, or are you just pretty much just a special human in terms of...
Well, the poisons that you would use would take longer to kill me. They would, and they might not even work. But I am technically capable of dying from them. But it will be harder to kill me, is what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, and the fairy queen lady who really doesn't like you, is she any different from you, physically speaking?
No, she is just a much greater enchantress than I am, an enchanter. She has great powers.
Like what?
Magic. Great magic. Terrible, dark magic. With her words, she can kill you. I would not seek to confront her if she shows up with the Wild Hunt.
Very interesting. Does she see very well, or is her eyesight very human-like?
We see much better than you do.
And what about her henchmen?
They're wearing armor, so their field of view will be based on their armor, but they still see much better than you do. Her henchmen, if you want to call them that, are the Wild Hunt, the most powerful elite knights of my people.
Would they be riding horses, or are they just going to be like walking around themselves with their legs?
They will be on nightmare steeds. One of these elite can kill that entire village all by himself.
Can anyone ride a nightmare steed?
Not you.
Why not?
It would kill you.
Okay, but like, if I gave it some apples?
Child, I don't want you hurt. You seem to have an affinity with us. Roll a saving throw.
I can't roll anything.
Somebody has to roll for you. Jonathan or Tiger, you guys want to roll?
I literally have it right here. What does it say? What does it say for?
It's for glamour. Hold on.
I'm just gonna roll a d20. It's 10 plus your bonuses or minus their bonuses.
All right, hold on. You're level 2. You make a saving to resist. You roll a 10. What's your saving throw?
My base saving throw is a 13,
Okay,
but I have stuff against. I have a +2 against saving throw.
Okay. You +2 against saving throw. So what does she roll?
It's a 10 plus a 2, so it's 12.
Okay, you still fail.
And I also have something against magic.
What do you have against magic?
I have +2 against magic for mind control, possession, and magic.
So, and the first one, the first +2, where'd you get that from?
It says when rolling saving throw +2 against.
Okay, gotcha. got you. And then you have something else. You have an extra. So you got a 14. And is that your saving throw thing?
My base saving throw says 13.
You're good. He attempted to glamour you. So to basically, but it didn't work. You still feel great attraction for him and great love for him. But but he's not going to. But the glamour doesn't work. And then Janet kind of notices and starts to get jealous. She said, "What's going on?" I said, "Nothing, dear."
We're planning your marriage.
He's like, "Child, you have to leave."
Does anything in that realm have weird vibes coming off of it?
The entire realm is a weird vibe.
Okay, can I possibly take one of the rocks and then leave?
You can ask him, or you just want to grab him and go.
Can I ask him?
Go ahead, ask him. RP it. Ask him.
Oh, okay, I have no problem leaving, but can I take this rock right here by my foot?
It turns to you. I will give you, if you help me, much more than this rock, child. But okay, of course, you may take the rock.
Thank you. We'll be back late. Well, I'll be back later at some point to rescue you from the evil fairy lady.
And I thank you.
Have fun with your marriage.
So you shift back and return to Carter's bar, and now you're outside, and it feels much later in the day, like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Like the time difference is weird.
Okay, so I would like to head back towards the town, but if I run into any plants that are vaguely pipe-like in nature, I would like to pick them.
Vaguely what type of nature?
You know, like reeds and stuff, how some of them are kind of hollow.
Okay. Reeds.
I would like some of those.
You'd probably have to go near a marsh. So we'll roll a percentage check to see if you can find that. We'll say 10%. No reeds. Now I'm going to roll to see if you have any cover. No. Okay, you make it back to town. With nothing. So you're all good. No, you couldn't find any reeds, but nothing attacked and killed you. You got a little information from Tamlane, and it's around 5:30 in the afternoon.
Okay. Can I go to the blacksmith?
Of course. Go to the blacksmith. You go over to the blacksmith, and his name was Luke. He's like, "Yes, little lady, how can I help you?"
Hi, kind sir. Do you happen to have any nails for sale?
Nails. This is the second time in 2 days that one of your group comes and asks for nails.
They're very popular.
Your gypsy friend was yesterday, also asking for nails. Here they are, 2 pennies.
Okay, I would like a box, please.
There's a box of nails for 2 pennies.
And I'd like to give him an extra penny.
Thank you, kind maiden.
And I go away.
So that's your day. Clerics, day 2. What do you do?
Well, after producing those vials, getting some good sleep, so I got.
Close her.
Oh.
Just
Well.
push Jonathan out of the way. He's not here.
So.
There you go.
I suppose we should update.
Alex, are you there? Alex?
Am I the only one seeing something wrong here?
Alex.
What are you seeing?
Tyler.
Wrong?
It's Tyler. Where's his outfit? Where's his awesome helmet?
He had it on.
Jonathan, slay him for his heresy.
He had it on earlier. Okay, so Alex apparently walked away. So what are you doing, Ty?
So
the other cleric is sleeping. He's knocked out. Joseph.
Wait, what about what's it called? Weren't you going backwards? I thought the Cymri was like the one of the last ones too.
He is last. You can go find him. If you find him, it'll automatically turn him. The only one you're not going to be able to find is Madeline. But the Magister's in town, too.
Alright, so, I wake up and I assume, Joseph is extra tired from the ritual, as I was. Damn, I was right. So I decide to, I greet Alex, are you there? Let me see. Let me attempt to. I can technically.
Alex, you muted. Oh, there you are.
About a minute. I'll call you guys back. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Mute when you're not there, man. Thank you. Go on. So he's
all right. So
Joseph, after the day before and the blessing, and
I'm guessing he's
just tired from writing and from.
Tired. So I go and I greet the father. Yeah, of course. No. So I go over and I greet the father, give him a good morning. Father Alexander, thank you for help.
We did good work yesterday. I feel rejuvenated.
When you works of God, they rejuvenate, doing good things.
Yes.
It has been
Yes, my son.
Yes. Well, Father, my update to the Lord of this house, so Gilbert.
Would you like to break fast with me?
Of course.
So you guys have a meal, and then so you're gonna go see Sir Gilbert.
Yes, I needed to update him on the goings on.
Okay.
It's all.
So you're gonna go and do the exact same thing Jonathan did.
My character doesn't fucking know. Okay. You know?
Are you gonna say anything different to him, or we don't have to repeat the whole freaking thing?
Pretty much, he's gonna. And you know, he's
fights
gonna.
Sir Gilbert, and he looks at you warily. He's like, "Oh, hello. How are you, Cleric? Geoffrey.
Hello.
I was just about to go out and hunt. Is there something you want to tell me?
Oh, yes. I wanted to inform you as to the progress we've made.
Oh, no, your friend, the Magister, the good Magister, has already told me everything I needed to know.
Oh, the Magister.
Thank you for what you're doing for my daughter.
Oh.
I'm afraid I do have to go. And he turns and he starts moving away from you.
Of course, my lord.
Please let me know if you need anything. He leaves. He vanishes. and like 3 of his servants are there like, hello?
Oh. Well. So I take my leave of the castle very
you can
confused.
attempt to get past the servants doing one of the reaction rolls, if you want.
Attempt to get past them.
Yeah, keep talking to him. But he put them there to distract, to waste your time. You can go find the Magister and find out what he did.
that was actually my first. I'm like, what?
The first servant goes, he went to the tavern. Like, get out of here.
And when he says that, he's like, oh, thank you. Does he say the get out of here part?
No, he just said, but everything that you look at his body language is like, please leave. They don't really want you here.
He's like, oh, thank you.
They're trying to do it politely.
So I go over straight to the tavern.
You pass Rocky
and to the tavern.
Who gives you a little growl. The entire castle doesn't want you around. So
Rocky is like, oh.
Rocky gives you a little growl as you pass him.
I do this as I pass him.
And you head to the tavern.
I don't even. I'm like. So I go straight to the tavern. I'm like, I go over and I look. I look for the Magister. Wherever he is, I look straight him straight in
Jonathan,
the eye.
what do you do when you see him?
I'm like,
Yes. Are you dealing with the...
Closer to the thing. We can hear you, man. You guys have to be right here.
Are you done with your dealings in the church? Yes?
yes, it seems that you were here to give the information that me and my companion were to.
Only said the necessity. He does not know.
Oh my goodness. You take me for a fool.
Closer.
Oh my good man, you take me for a fool.
For a fool.
You told him clearly too much.
Ty, you see how Jonathan's doing it? That's how you have to do it.
Whatever you said, you distressed him clearly. He wouldn't even speak to me. He avoided me greatly.
Well, we are not.
Now I can't hear you, Jonathan.
Well, we have not found his daughter. It only makes sense that he would be upset.
And it seems many people are taking to calling you a magister. Have I made a mistake in assuming you were a sage?
I know much knowledge, but all I mostly
Closer,
do
Jonathan, dude. You guys have to be in front of the mic.
This is weird why it's acting like this.
I have much knowledge, but all I mostly do is relieve pain.
That did not answer the question. Are you a magister?
And if I were, what would you be saying to?
Oh, no. No.
Can't hear you, Ty.
While I do not approve of scholars, well, no, sorry. While I approve of scholars, I do not approve of one who isn't someone who isn't forthright in their nature. You led me to believe you were a sage, not a magister.
Did I ever say a sage? I merely said that I am experienced of relieving pain, mostly that of the removing of limbs if should it be too much for the recipient.
Well, nevertheless, besides the point, why are you drinking your sorrows away in a tavern?
I am contemplating.
I'm going to leave you guys here because I have a feeling some of the other characters might show up at this point. So, let's go over to Alex. Joseph.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, you wake up and you notice that you're alone in the church with the priest, with Father Alexander, and that the cleric Geoffrey has left you. And Father Alexander greets you. He's like, "Oh, tiring work, the blessing, the work of God."
Can you repeat? I didn't hear what you said.
He's like, "It's a tiring work, the work of God." And he's a guy. Your friend has left. He's going to go see Sir Gilbert. Here is a plate of food. We left you some breakfast.
Thank you, Father. I quickly get up, wash my face, and eat the food. After I say my prayers.
All right. You guys, remember you have 3 bottles of holy water each.
Right. So I pack my stuff, thank the Father Alexander again, and head out to look for Geoffrey.
Okay. After a couple conversations with some people in town, you discover that Geoffrey is at the tavern, meeting with the Magister.
Okay. So I head over there.
Okay, you step in the middle of this conversation. So you guys can talk to him. You see him walk in. You see Cleric Joseph walk in.
I've been contemplating on a plan, and here's what I've come up. We need something to create smoke. smoke that would hide the young lady to get close enough to put the cloak on the. He goes around the tavern.
Just a reminder, you guys have a rogue with you. Rogues can do stealth checks. A rogue can do a stealth check for the entire party, okay, by yourself, okay, or for two
But
or
the
three
rogue is not there
individuals.
with us, is she?
If she does a stealth check for herself and only like one or two more people, she won't get negatives. I have to read it. So she can actually sneak a couple of you over to the wild hunt and get this guy off his horse.
Yes, but I believe the Magister would rather summon a stealth demon to do the work.
Felipe, sorry, quick
You're not
question.
here. I'm just telling you guys what you could do.
Are all five of our characters there, or
No,
just?
no, Madeline is at Carter's
Yeah,
bar.
all three.
Madeline's at Carter's bar. You three are there. Cymri will be showing up momentarily if he decides to go to the tavern. If you,
Okay.
So I'm letting you guys talk for a minute or so before I bring the Cymri in.
So, which part did I hear when I came in? Did I hear that
I'm just
he
pointing out.
went behind?
I'm just pointing out these rules-based things that you have a rogue with you. So I know you guys want to
Right.
create a distraction, but you can actually stealth up to the wild hunt if you want.
Right. So my question is, which part did I hear when I walked in? Did I hear
The
that
smoke.
he went behind? That he went behind our backs and talked to the knight without us.
No,
So Gilbert,
you did not hear that.
You haven't heard that yet.
did I hear it or no?
No, you did not hear it.
I did not. Okay. Well, before you come up with the rest of your plans, let's.
Something that could create smoke.
I think we should all discuss this together. Since this is a dangerous mission, even with the Lord's help, there's a good chance of us not coming back. Let's wait for the other two before we come to any discussion.
Joseph is right. Now, Allan, let us
Okay.
find the rest of
Yes,
us.
So
shouldn't we have at least a plan prepared? Just in case.
Are we in a
traitor
tavern?
comes in?
You are in the tavern.
Her
Can you describe the
insanity
tavern? Does
could
it have
be-
like any space that maybe can give us some sort of a privacy?
He says yes.
Is that like an
Cleans his
adjacent
hands.
room or?
Yeah, he cleans his hands, says yes, and takes you into another room. And he leaves you there, a little table there. They bring a little table in so you guys can talk.
Okay, and I tell him when my companions arrive, please escort them here as well.
He said, of course. You tip the guy who's standing there waiting.
Joseph.
Oh,
Okay, well, in the meantime, while what's his name, Magister and Geoffrey are talking, I'm gonna start praying
okay.
for guidance.
Before the traitor comes in and provokes one of her inspirational ideas
She's very far away.
of
She's not coming anytime soon.
insanity,
So the
that
Cymri.
I can tell you now that it is not of the norm. And there is good reason why family was most likely disowned for utter madness alone, if anything else.
Okay. Cymri, what are you doing?
Wondering why the Magister is talking about madness when he tried summoning at the worst possible moment.
You are not in the room. Where are you? What are you doing?
This is my divine inspiration, my divine wondering.
Cymric inspiration. So you're going over there right now?
Yeah, I mean, he's got. He probably doesn't know they're there, so most likely stop at the church first
Anyone
and
in
then go there.
town, you ask anybody in town, they'll tell you they're there. They're a fucking spectacle.
Okay, so he goes there.
All right, so you go there. They escort you into the room, and there is all three of them. Joseph is praying in a corner, and the other two are like discussing things conspiratorially at a table. So the Cymri enters. Go ahead. Closer, Tyler.
Hello.
See what I'm doing? That's what you need to be doing.
Hello, Cymri. Hello, Harry. Come.
Hey, how have you been?
I've been much. Now,
Sorry about the intrusion last night. I was trying to get a little more info, see if we can plan things a little bit better.
that's what we're doing right now. The Magister was attempting to make
I was advising that we could deploy a type of smoke. We could. Divert,
Are you saying you want to burn down the entire forest just to get the scroll to him?
Just smoke. As in a cover of sorts.
A cover of sorts. Smoke
so
is a cover, but it'll also choke the hell out of you.
Open.
Can you please tell us your exact plan? Because
that case, yes.
Other than creating a fog, how do you intend to have smoke without a fire?
That is what I was believing that the Cymri might have experienced.
Smoke without fire. I've done it a million times. It's called eating way too many beans.
So you're saying that you do not know how to make smoke?
Not without a big ass fire.
Then my apology, dear Cleric.
Because technically, if you wanted to do it, you could start a fire and use... Well, damn, we lost somebody pretty quick.
Cambridge didn't teach him much. Or is it Oxford?
So he just tells him, he's like, if you want, we can make a lot of smoke by burning green leaves. That's
what I believe I was talking.
Yeah, but what was this whole thing about making smoke without fire?
In her inspiration.
Tyler, we hear Jonathan perfectly. We don't hear you, man.
Her inspirations.
Okay, are you guys going to sit here and wait for her to come back?
I believe you still.
She will be back in town around 5:30.
Well,
Gotta be closer, Ty.
Right now it's the morning, so...
You guys have wasted a fuckload of time. It's around midday.
Midday. Nice.
So, please just run me through the whole plan from beginning to end.
As far as I'm concerned, we need to merely unhorse him without these other riders noticing, using one who is sly and quick, which would either mean you or a traitor friend.
You do realize I'm about as sly and swift as a buffalo.
I don't know, you disappear quite often, so I wouldn't put it past you.
That's because you spend all your time ignoring me.
I don't know about that. You still elude my vision.
You're back.
I don't know about that. You simply elude all of it. Nevertheless, it's beside the point. We need to unhorse him, remove the manacles somehow, if I recall correctly. And then...
You just need to get him off the horse. Once he's off the horse, she'll throw the cloak on him. So you need to get her over to him. You need to sneak over to him, pull him off the horse. They're going to notice. At this point, once he's off the horse, they're going to notice. But if you can get her to toss the cloak over him, at that moment, they won't do anything. That's what he told you.
Can we take a 5-minute break? I have to pee really bad.
Go for it. 5-minute break.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, we're starting up. I don't know if Alex will come back because he might have lost internet. So just function like, because he's there praying, so function like he's there, like he's not there. Don't worry about him. You can make your plans. The more you sit around doing nothing, I'll start speeding up time.
Jonathan is hard at work eating. So.
So,
why can't I have the nightmare steed?
You could try. So to steal one.
Like, is there an actual reason?
It'll
Are
kill
you just trying to ruin my life?
It will kill you. In Dungeons and Dragons, you might be able to at a high level, but in Lion and Dragon, it will absolutely kill you.
Why? Is it because it hates me? Or is it because it gives off a weird vibe? Like, will I
it's a
explode
fake
if I try to
creature.
touch it?
It's a fake creature of darkness, and as there are pretty much the entire Wild Hunt, it'll kill you and trample you.
Because it doesn't like me.
Because you're not an elf. You're not one of them.
Because because you're not an elf. You're not fake.
Okay, but if I get enough weird stones that give off weird vibes, could I possibly trick one into thinking I was an elf?
If you got high level, as in I'm talking 10 level 10 and above, we could talk. You could try doing things like that. But at your level, you're very low. And around these clerics, it's not going to work. The clerics they'll just nullify the entire thing just because they're there.
Wait, they would kill my horse just because?
No, the horse will turn and bolt. It's a nightmare. It'll disappear into the woods. You'll never see it again. That's if you can
depression.
get one of these horses, one of the nightmare steeds, away from the fucking Wild Hunt. Good luck with that. So, not yet. Maybe later in the campaign when you guys are more powerful, you can try to steal a super
It
horse.
sounds so fun. I could braid its mane.
You're gonna get a horse if you guys save Janet. So you guys are gonna discuss anything? We're gonna wait for Francis to return.
So
Closer to the computer when you speak.
My character was discussing the smoke, and he tries to sell the idea that the Cymri should set up smoke around the dragstone.
Okay, so you're gonna set up smoke in the pitch darkness of the night to confuse creatures that can see in the dark. Go for it. Go for it. Let's see what you do. The only people who are gonna get confused that can't see shit are you. I'm just telling you that. And then you'll attract attention because the Wild Hunt will be like, oh, they'll be on the alert. They're not expecting you. Okay, that's the advantage you have right now.
yeah, well, no, Magister, I don't favor your idea. It doesn't seem particularly wise. I think the Cymri is better suited to finding us a path to this wild. The Cymri is better suited scouting the whole area. This region is natural. Is it not? Is it not, motherfucker?
John, are you there, man?
Yeah, sorry. I was having trouble hearing him.
It's how I was saying that I want the Cymri to scout the area because you're a Cymri.
This entire game's a disaster.
Okay, well, you should also know that we already scouted the entire area, and the Magister already knows because he tried to hump the stone to summon something out of it. Yay!
I'm going to skip up to Madeline showing up because this conversation is redundant. So you guys sit there and argue for fucking 4 hours, and Madeline returns from her
that makes sense.
Doing something at Carter's bar. So
yeah,
Francis, you're back in town. Where do you go?
What time is it?
5:30 in the afternoon.
Thank God.
Are there any woodworkers?
Apologies.
Woodworkers, as in carpenters.
Mm-hmm.
Not at 5:30. Everybody's chilling.
Okay.
Everyone's going back home or in the tavern.
I'm thirsty, so I want to go to the tavern.
So you get to the tavern, and very quickly, you're told by some of the tavern people that your friends are in that room. And there's been a lot of arguing and yelling coming from in there, and chanting from a cleric who keeps praying in the corner, and nothing is being accomplished, and they think that they need their woman to come along and actually make a plan because they suck. So go.
Actually, since I'm playing, can I do the vision thing?
No. Yeah, you can do it after if you want to leave now and before Francis shows up.
I cannot do it while I'm in the tavern?
No, because the conversation that was occurring was so redundant that it took 5 hours and nothing happened, and you stood in the corners praying the whole time. So I'm
For 5
speeding up
hours?
because it's taken 2 hours and nothing has happened. So Madeline went and got some information from Carter's bar. So I'm ignoring you. So she walks in. You can RP with her right now if you want to, and then after
Wait,
that,
wait,
you
wait,
go
wait,
see Sir
wait.
Gilbert.
I did not say that. I asked, is there like a door or something?
Yeah, it's a door that leads to where they are.
Okay, I want to slam it open.
So it slams open. It takes you out of your prayer, Alex, and the others are just sitting there looking at each other, angry. You see them.
I raise my arms above my head and go, behold, I may have the answers to our questions and the questions we might not even know are
I
questions.
warned you, she has now heard inspiration. We have no plan.
I have been preparing for days. We must become one with the bushes and the trees. I have bought 3 blankets.
Procured?
Yeah, I can't English. Who do we keep losing?
It's John. Don't worry about him.
Oh, okay.
Just go on. That happens every single game with him. He pops in and out all the time. Don't worry about it. Just go on.
I have bought 3 blankets that we will use sap to cover and foliage of the area around the fancy stone, and I shall call it a ghillie suit. And we shall put me, myself, someone else, and the lady bride pregnant girl with the magical cape. We will be near the rock, and when the time comes, we shall burst from our plant hideaway and have the lady put the cloak thingy on her husband, and I'm going to stab someone.
You know what? It's a better idea than burning leaves.
Starting a forest fire and blinding everyone. And pissing
If
off
we
all
leave
of
it to the Magister, he'll burn down the whole forest just to get that cape on, and probably fail in the process. He's almost like to burn the rest of us with it.
It was Will suggested. I would be more than welcome if any of you add in your own input.
Alex, what you missed, Alex, when you were praying, is that the Magister suggested that you use smoke to distract the wild hunt.
Okay.
So in pitch black darkness, to use smoke to screw with creatures that can see in the dark. And that will somehow distract them and not blind you guys who are humans and already see poorly enough in the dark, and and make you all cough. So that was his suggestion, and burn down the forest.
Okay.
So Madeline's is better, I think.
And tell me, child. So, and which 3 will be sitting by the bush?
One
I already told you.
woman.
The woman, me, because I want to stab someone and get some elf blood. And everyone's up for grabs, but has to be small enough to fit under my blanket.
Well, that will not be me or Geoffrey, I guess.
I vote for the Cymri. The Cymri has more experience.
You know what's wonderful?
Jonathan, when you're evil, it works much better than when you're trying to be smart. When you're trying to be evil.
I have an idea. You call it divine inspiration. Me and my companion here, Brother Joseph, we have been making holy water. Yes, holy water that could drive these things back. So, some conjunction with the holy water and that plan, other than your imbecilic idea to stab a being that can literally access hell. Like, are you You
Let
high.
it be known to everyone that, including Francis, that one of these wild hunt elves can kill the entire village by himself. Just letting you know.
Mind me saying, throwing holy water at these things might be just as bad as stabbing them. All we really have to do is pull this.
I am saying that we could perhaps. I'm not sure if it is a surefire method, but perhaps me and Joseph with the holy water, we can consecrate the ground around a certain point, and they won't be able to follow you beyond that point. So we can protect you. But
That's good thinking, by the way.
But we only can make so much water to consecrate so much ground. Stabbing one of the wild hunts
would not be a great idea.
I'll admit, at first I thought I misunderstood what you were saying. I thought you wanted to throw the holy water at them, in which case we probably all end up dead. But I do like the idea of consecrating an area as a safe zone. I will say this much, though. Our main thing is just, we need to get him off that blasted horse.
Brother Joseph, may I have a word with you?
Oh, yes, of course. What did you want?
We go outside.
Yeah. I go outside.
Outside of the hearing of the other three.
To smack my hands onto the table and yell trenches.
I'm fine with this.
Also,
as I'm walking out, I do the sign of the cross on all you three.
Right, so you two are outside.
As I'm walking out,
okay.
if you
Once
guys
we
are
get outside,
holding onto my cross a little tighter, I'm like, oh.
Okay, so
once I get outside, I turn to Brother Joseph and I say, Joseph.
Geoffrey.
okay.
I'm sorry, Geoffrey.
Alex
Yes.
and Tyler. 50%. 1 to 50 is Tyler. 51 to 100 is Alex. 73, Alex. Roll a perception saving throw. Perception is wisdom. You must roll over your saving throw.
Dude, I don't have my sheet with me. I'm literally in a car.
Oh, okay. Tyler, you roll for
I
it.
can roll for him. I fucked up. My saving throw is, what we call it, 16. And I rolled like 11. I'll roll for him right now.
No, you don't have to roll, Tyler. Alex has to roll.
Oh,
You roll
okay.
for Alex. Assume he has a plus
then I
one.
rolled
I think I had a +1 on wisdom.
Yeah, put a +1.
Yeah, then it's 12 for his.
What's his saving throw thing? What was it? What's
If
yours?
it's-
You guys had the same. Except you're gonna have.
Mine's is 16.
Okay.
Base saving.
Alex, do you have money on you?
Yes, I had.
Yeah, that's the optimal word. You had. You're eventually later that evening you realize that your purse is gone. And all your money's gone. Later that evening.
Okay.
You got pickpocketed.
Sounds good.
You guys rolled random
As I was
encounter.
walking through that tavern.
Yeah, a random encounter was rolled and it was a thief. And you guys failed. So you got pickpocketed.
That's fine.
Okay, so you're outside talking.
But outside talking. So I turn to my brother Geoffrey and say, Geoffrey, let me make a proposal to you that came to me as I was praying.
No doubt that it'll be much better than anything else said in the room.
The heretics have a plan, but so do I. As I have witnessed them, I trust them less and less. But yet, I do want to get this blasted elf out of these lands. So, my suggestion is, why don't we let them do their plan while you and I stay a little further away from this whole ordeal? In either way, with God's guidance, we shall win. If they succeed, then the elves owes us a favor, and everything is great. If they fail, then elf gets taken away, and they die. As for God's will.
I have seen this. I've thought of this. The only way we could be of any assistance is if we're a amicable distance away.
Yes, we will not be able to hide in the bushes, and there's no reason to be slain by these evil monsters and have our souls taken to hell
You notice that
forever.
it's dark outside. It's starting to get night, and that it's getting really cold. Really cold.
It's getting chilly.
Not as cold as it was the night before. There's some, and as you're looking around you, you can feel something wrong with the night.
Something is in the air.
There are people coming out of the inn and they're looking around and they're crossing themselves and rushing off to go home.
Oh no! Now, Joseph, you mentioned the other night you gained an ability, a power. Would this help us see the problem at hand?
You're right, my brother. Let me pray.
Okay, so you're gonna do a check, Alex? Do you remember your
Yes,
bonuses
please.
for prayer?
I do not, man. Sorry.
We're gonna give you
There should be a whatchamacallit. I got you.
Give him the bonus.
You do have some. You have your wisdom and your player level.
So you have a +1, and then you're.
So I'm level 1. I think wisdom I had a +1.
So we're gonna give you a +2.
So,
Okay, since you don't have your
+2.
You may want to like take a picture with your cell phone, Alex, because you're moving around a lot.
That's a good idea. I'll do that next time.
Hold on
All
a
right.
second. Let me find it. I'll take care of
So
it. I'll tell him what to roll.
you'll take care of it, Uncle.
Yeah, no, I have to be the one that does this.
Yeah. It should be +2.
You have the page. That's the only thing I'm having trouble finding because
Uh,
the section is so
Should be
big.
right after the characters.
Demons. Okay, visions. All right, so you're doing a prayer check. So you got to do a DC 13 prayer check. So go ahead, Tyler. You roll for Alex. Add a +2.
All right. Fucking hell, it's an 8.
It's an 8. Okay, you don't get you failed, so you can't do it again today. Okay, Alex? You can't ask
Okay.
questions today. So, so you don't know what's happening, but something's very wrong. Something is very, very wrong. And all your instincts
Where-
tell you to go back inside.
Brother, I think we should get inside. Something, a fall is in the air. Let us rejoin the companions and go forward with the plan. And tomorrow we shall consecrate the ground, as you said.
Yes.
Okay, so you got.
We had 4 days,
inside?
right?
Huh?
We had 4 days,
Yes,
right?
we go
You
inside.
got one more full day tomorrow. Then the 4th day that night it happens. Okay.
A quick question: as I go inside, is that when I recognize my wallet is missing?
Not yet. In a second. A little bit. I'll tell you exactly when. So you go back inside, and you guys go back to the room to where the other characters are.
Uh-huh.
As you go in,
Yeah.
they see you. Francis, Magister, and Cymri. You see these two are as white as their cloaks as they walk inside, and there's a terrible stillness coming from outside, like a silence coming from outside. You don't hear any noises, and you can hear noises from outside, and like the entire tavern is quiet.
Everyone, there's something.
Something is afoul.
Some of the
Yes.
people inside are looking out the window, but and they're looking into the woods. You guys look.
So I go over to the Cymri. I'm like, Cymri, you know of these Fae? Do you know what has happened?
The innkeeper comes inside, and he's like, turn off the candles. Everyone, turn off candles, and everyone starts turning their candles off. They're blowing out all the candles, so it becomes pitch black inside.
I help with that too. Yes.
And then
within our room, I shut
everyone
up
in
the
the tavern
candles.
goes to a window and they look outside. Do any of you join in?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely joining. Yeah.
Okay, in the trees is a
I'm
racket.
gonna join, but I want to be hiding behind someone.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna go in a corner with one candle that I covered with something so it still burns, but you cannot see it.
Okay, inside the town is completely black now. Like everyone in every single village and every single building has turned off their candles. And in the trees, the only thing you see, because there is no moon, is some kind of, it's like what I can describe as a wild racket. Basically, the trees are moving, and you can hear hoofbeats, horses, loud wild horses, and every now and then you see silhouettes in the trees of riders riding through the trees themselves in areas that they should not be riding in because there are no trails. Okay? You can see lights coming from these riders, but they're dim, unholy green glows coming from the riders. And whenever you try to squint to get a good look at them, it's almost like your instincts tell you to look away because you shouldn't be looking at what's in those trees. Okay? And then somebody whispers, "Turn away from there. It is the wild hunt." And the tavern keeper, you see him fucking turn white, and he closes his drapes. He closes that shit quick so no one can look outside anymore. What do you
Look away.
Come, my children.
Away.
Raise your voices in prayer with me.
So you start praying? Oh, awesome, Alex.
Yeah.
No, I start preaching. Doing a sermon. I tell all the people in the tavern to get on their knees and start praying.
Fucking awesome. That's exactly what happens. So you gather them all around you, and everybody starts praying. Okay, and before long, that racket, what was going on outside, and the coldness stops. Okay, and all of you feel more at ease. Whatever that was, what you kind of figured out by now, is gone. It's past.
But I wanted to go outside.
It's already done.
You always have tomorrow, child.
Yeah, exactly. You always have tomorrow night. So, the tavern comes back to life very slowly. Within an hour and a half, the village returns to normal. You can see people turning on the lights. It's no longer freezing cold outside. You guys may continue your RP for the rest of the evening before we switch to tomorrow.
We can RP a little bit more.
Yeah. So I go.
At least now we know they're here.
They're caught his balls soon enough. Now, I was thinking, me and Joseph were talking. Now, you have these cloaks, right? They will cover you. The shadow of these
in the bushes.
Yes. Hello?
Madeline?
Hi. What?
They're asking.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was asking if the cloaks will cover you in the bushes safely.
Well, I'm not going to be quite in the bushes. I have to get some foliage to attach to the blankets. And I also have pieces from Carter's bar that I'm going to give to each of us so we give off weird vibes too.
What?
I will not accept this relic.
Well, I wasn't going to give you one anyways.
Well, me and
Are you not afraid for your immortal souls?
No, I'm okay with death.
I think
Death is one thing, child. Eternity in hell is another.
That's that's a whole nother question, and I'm not answering it.
She is insane.
maybe we should offer you a prayer. What is the term for when the communion? Will you partake of God's blood and God's flesh? Barkeep,
Eat
bring
and
me a
drink.
glass of wine and some bread.
I have already consumed almost the entire body of God in crackers and almost all the blood he would have in wine. I have reached the limit of communion.
Child, you speak with such sacrilege.
I don't think you understood what
I
she was
turn away
trying.
and walk out.
I say, I don't think, before you walk out, I start saying, I don't think you understood what she was trying to say.
She speaks nonsense. Utter nonsense. She speaks nonsense.
Okay.
I
The
speak nonsense, but I make more sense than any of you.
All
she's
right.
gone.
Your plan on the matter at hand. So
What she meant by...
Tyler, closer. Tyler, closer.
Now, at the matter at hand, souls being parted aside, the plan, the most important thing, prevent any souls from being lost. Me and Joseph, we are best in armor, and if we were to protect you or even engage in fighting, well, we're the only ones that actually have armor. But this armor we don't have any means of hiding ourselves. I don't imagine even the black cloak would work very well. We would make noise. I was wondering, is the bridge with Carter's bar underneath, the bridge underneath, is there a gap there big enough for
Water.
two?
The bridge is over water.
Water. How deep is the water?
You haven't
You
checked it
might
out
want
yet.
to take that chance.
So I do want to check this back at the stone. See how deep the water is underneath the bridge. Perhaps both me and Joseph could await there just in case.
You can make mud out of holy water and put it on your armor.
You must not know much about armor.
They have vials. They have 3 vials each. The vials aren't like that. They're not that big. He can definitely,
It's not like
definitely spread it
concentrate
around
where
the
you.
floor and scare something. But you're not gonna be able to
I
do
think it
whatever.
might be easier just to grab a bunch of the mud and consecrate that instead.
Oh,
You can bless the mud.
oh Lord, give me strength. No, that is
Holy mud.
no. I
But bless the clouds above us and pray for holy
This is the
rain.
greatest group ever.
I could bless their cloaks. That I thought of that, and then I thought, what would a blessed cloak do against a blade that slices through it?
I said clouds. Bless the clouds, and so it rains holy water.
I'm really glad that Joseph stepped away because you are spewing sacrilege for giggles.
All right.
Please, my dear.
Listen, here's
Now,
the thing.
Let's to the point. I want tomorrow. Me and Joseph, we will focus entirely on making vials. We will provide a singular area within the forest where you are safe. You will use this area. You will get out of the area and then go back in the area. This is your only lifeline, your only sanctified fact that will keep you alive. We will make you enough to give you perhaps 5 feet, maybe more.
I will note something for all your characters. What you felt earlier and what you saw is like nothing you never ever seen before. So each one of you felt like absolute terror. So maybe Madeline wanted to go say hi, but the rest of you saw something otherworldly. You've never seen anything like that.
Oh yeah, my character's losing sanity. So don't worry.
I do have
So
some sanity
that
rules, so if none of you does anything, I will roll them, but I'm not gonna give it to you yet. So go on, because the prayer really worked. So that was really cool.
yeah. Oh yeah. So,
So
if you don't mind, someone tomorrow, could one of you guys check out the Carter's Bar, check just how deep the river is underneath? Could be used. Like, I don't know, like vampires can't go across water type of shit. You never know.
I know what you're saying.
So,
You have to be careful.
is there anything else
talking about-
specific and must be said tonight? Or can we jump to the next day? The third day.
I'm fine jumping.
Jonathan, you are now, whenever Tyler's okay, you're not. So you guys need to switch it like that.
I'll be gathering supplies just in case the aftermath of the events.
You can't do that at night, and
Take
I doubt
one.
you're going to go out after what you saw.
So
Tomorrow.
that does actually bring up a very good question. What exactly do you plan on doing while they're trying to hide in a river, and we're
All
making
the
a
best
suicidal
I can
run?
do is relieve your pain of your injury.
Oh,
You said
great!
you're
So
a-
you're gonna execute us if we're hurt. That's
As
just
for
marvelous.
anything else, I must be far away from you. I'll be at the.
you've admitted to being a magister. Magisters study at Oxford or
Cambridge.
the other place. I forgot its name.
Cambridge.
Probably less important.
Cambridge.
Richmond.
Cambridge.
Taco Bell. Cambridge. Oxford and Cambridge.
Yeah.
You're a studied man. Are you trying to make us believe you have nothing? No knowledge to provide?
Otherworldly encounter. Before today, I had not even known that elves a few days ago.
Now, you mean to tell me that
In his
this-
defense, he doesn't have anything that he can study in this town. This is a podunk town.
Yeah.
And I have been trying to find anything that could hold some knowledge of what we have been dealing. I have found bits and scraps, superstition. And not even those superstitions had prepared for me this night of what we had just saw. Although it has confirmed what the elf has spoken.
Yes. Well, I guess for now, it seems the young lady has had a better idea than our established scholar. Does that sit well with you?
No, it does not.
Then remedy that. I'm sure you. I'm sure you will by
I
tomorrow.
have been
I'm going to
trying
speed
for
it
the
up
last
to the
4
next day
days.
because this conversation is going nowhere.
Yeah. No, that's it.
Okay, so next day, we're going to move back around and start with John. What are you doing today, Cymri?
Go to the next person, please.
Next person would be Tyler.
Me and Joseph make holy vials. If one of you guys could, I don't know, check the under the river.
If Joseph
check the
agrees
bridge.
or doesn't return, and then we'll assume that's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
Then you make another 3 holy vials for each of you. Again, the church absconds with 4 of them. You guys keep 3. So 3 more for you, Tyler, and 3 more for Joseph. Okay, and that's your entire day. You do nothing else.
Yeah.
You do stop to eat and shit like that, but that's your day. Okay. Now that doesn't happen if Alex returns and says that he wants to do something else. Okay.
Okay.
Because then you would need another cleric. Give me 1 second before anyone else does anything. John, back to you.
Okay. So after last night's debacle, I go look for Francis.
You find her. Francis, what are you doing? You find wherever you're doing, the Cymri finds you. The 2 of you are together.
Okay, I'm going to a woodworker.
woodworker. So you're trying to find a carpenter. Okay. All right. So you find the carpenter. Let's roll his name.
Beef.
69.
His name is Gilbert.
Beef. Is beef.
His name is Ralf. So Ralf the carpenter, you find him building something. You follow the sounds of hammering, and he sees you and keeps building. Just keeps hitting in and finishes what he's hammering and what he's setting up, and he turns it back over to you, wipes his hands, and how can I help you, my lady?
Kind sir, I was hoping to commission a piece.
A what? A what?
Something similar to a pipe that has the inside diameter of one of these steel nails.
Say it again. I don't understand.
Okay, I'm not gonna do it in the role play. I want like a blow dart gun that has the nails that can fit into it and be used as a dart.
Oh, so you want he wants like a little reed, the reed that you were trying to make earlier. So
Yes.
you want to be able to blow through and create. All right. I'll come back this afternoon. I should.
Perfect. How much would it be?
I'm sorry.
How much would it be?
Not much. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm doing like 3 things. Price for a blowgun. Let's see if they have something comparable. I guess a crossbow would be comparable. If I don't find a blowgun.
Much more
There
complex.
are no Indians here.
Yeah, there's no
We ain't Indians. We don't got no blow dart gun.
engines.
We're bringing Indians here.
I'm not going to. That's a
You know, I'm gonna
relatively
search it up.
simple thing to make. 3 pennies.
2?
3.
I give him 3.
Okay, come back this afternoon. I'll have one for you.
Perfect. Thank you.
Remember that in the afternoon, you have to RP it. You go and you pick up your blow gun.
Okay. I drag the Cymri to Carterbore.
Let me give you the damage the blowgun does.
Oh wait, no, I mean Drakestone.
I'm going to give you the damage that the blowgun does. So you can write it down.
Oh, okay.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me find something comparable. I guess a crossbow.
For that, can you also look at the damage of a longsword?
I'm sorry, John.
When you're done with the blowgun.
The longsword is.
Oh wow, found it that quick.
I'm in the same area.
That's a Chinese thing. Chinese have blow guns.
Oh,
You
so it might
weirdo.
be the other book. So give me a second. John, your sword does 1d6. No, 1d8. It's a long sword.
Okay.
1d8 damage. Alright. 1d8 damage. And hold on, let me see if I can find blowgun in Sword and Caravan.
Oh,
Hello.
Hello, welcome back. Give me a second.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
It's alright.
109.
Madeline.
Yes?
So Harry he hands Francis a iron tip spear, and he also tells her, it's like, use this as a last resort. Otherwise, keep the blasted thing covered. Last thing we need to do is die.
Thanks, but I already have a spear.
Is it iron tipped?
Probably.
They're all iron tipped.
Or steel tips. Same thing.
No, steel's different from iron.
Yeah, but it'll hurt no extra bonuses.
Okay.
1d4 damage from a dart. Madeline. 1d4 damage.
Thank you.
Him and Soren Caravan. Alright, so the Cymri and you two are talking? What are you guys doing?
Oh no, if it's the same thing, it doesn't matter then. I didn't know she had a spear already.
Okay, no, you
Yeah.
guys... Okay, so you keep talking, dude. What else are you gonna do today?
Hey, do you want to go up to the Drakestone to see, like, if we can get any shrubs for the ghillie suits? And
Hey,
check out the river?
Sure, we could do that. You want to see if we can get a warrior to go with us from the local lord?
Whenever there's a warrior, that is when we face the trouble. I have been perfectly safe by myself. As soon as a meathead comes along, that's when they ruin it.
Fair enough. Let's go with what you said.
Perfect.
Okay, so you're going over to the Drakestone?
Yeah.
Yep.
You arrive at the Drakestone, and it looks exactly the same as before. Do you check the water out for Tyler?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is very, very shallow, so they can definitely stand there.
How shallow?
What about the bridge?
Less than 2 feet.
So I'd have to crouch underneath the bridge?
You will have to crouch
Or
under
was-
the bridge. It's not very high.
Okay.
You will have to crouch and hide underneath there. So the two clerics can do that. So as you're checking this, you notice that I rolled a random encounter. You guys notice that there's someone on horseback heading straight for you.
I wait.
Oh, bloody hell.
So, and as you look closely, you realize it's a knight. And not a cleric, a knight. A full-blown knight in full armor, wearing a sword, and with a lance and everything. And colors.
Elven knight?
And colors. Yeah, John, it's an elven knight in broad daylight.
It's an elven knight.
No, it's a knight. A fucking knight.
Oh, okay.
Normal knight.
All right. Is he from the local lord?
Absolutely not. You already met the local
The
lord.
local lord is a knight.
He's a knight also. He wouldn't
Is
have-
a different knight.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, John.
Yeah.
He's like, hail.
What does the knight do? Oh.
Hollers out to you, hail, lady. Hail, Welshman. What village is this?
Wait. Herb model. Herb model.
Very good.
Herb mo.
I have found the right place. Sir Gilbert resides in yonder castle, doesn't he?
That he does.
There is a Gilbert.
He looks over at the Drakestone and... Would you like me to escort you back to town? I see the young lady and a Welshman being out here. What is your
Be
business?
great, but I need to get some flowers first.
Flowers. Welshman, can I trust you to return the young lady to town? You realize this is a knight errant. Basically, like Don Quixote, he's a knight to basically walk around helping people.
Yeah. You can trust me. She's a friend of mine.
Excellent.
May I ask, sir, what brings you out this far?
Assistance. I am here to help any who require it. My name is Sir Nathan.
Ooh. Well, thank you, Sir Nathan. It's always good to meet a kind person.
Of Leicester.
You said of Leicester? I'm sorry.
Nathan of Leicester.
Thank you.
shall go to visit Sir Gilbert. If you require any assistance while I am in town, I will be here for a few days. Find me.
Thank you.
I will stop.
Be wary of Sir Gilbert, because right now he is rather emotional over his daughter. You might want to give him some space.
What occurs with his daughter?
Oh, marriage, as one knows. He doesn't quite feel happy that his daughter is getting married.
Oh, she is marrying below her station?
Quite.
Perhaps I can do
More
something about this.
like a different location. A little too far away from.
Oh, look at these flowers. They're great ones. Wish I go start with these.
Perhaps
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Perhaps I could do something about this. He hastens his step and he takes his enormous, gorgeous warhorse towards the castle. So you guys, what else are you gonna do?
And I say, wait, don't worry, I am good friends with the lady, and I am her moral support. I am her maid of honor.
So
Sir.
you're trying to convince him not to go and try and help?
Well, I don't know if I want him to help or not. He needs to be on standby.
Oh my god.
So you want him to be on standby. So tell him what you want.
I want him to be on standby.
All right, let's do a reaction. So he's listening to you.
Harry's just looking at her like, I can't believe this is happening.
So I have a dice so you can roll for
the counter. This, I know I'm quoting the clergy, but this was the perfect encounter sent upon us. We should have bathed in the wonderfulness.
Okay, so we're
+2 charisma.
He's trying to convince him. Okay, so we'll do a reaction roll. So
Harry just doesn't know what to do.
You don't have any dice with you, right, Madeline? So someone's got to roll for you.
Correct.
So Tyler, Jonathan, one of you guys.
I got a thing.
So she's trying to.
Like, don't do Tyler. All he's done is low rolls.
So you want to convince the guy to just hang out and not to go over there to try and help.
No, he can go into the town, just not to bother the Sir Gilbert about anything, unless I come crying to him that the bride to be needs help or something.
Gotcha.
I can put the tears on when I need them.
Okay, so you're basically charming him.
My goodness.
All right, gotcha. So we'll do a seduction roll, even though you're not really seducing. So let's see. He's agreeable, so you get a +1. He is impulsive, so you get another +1. He's not lecherous.
Where do you find this chart?
He's really trying to do a nice thing. Inappropriate in the target's principles. No, it's not inappropriate. No, you don't have anything. Okay, is this trust? He's not distrustful. He has no phobias. He is interested in the girl. Target is noble. -1. So you had a +1. Now you had a +2. Now it's a minus. Now it's a +1. Because he's a noble. You're not. The target is attracted to you, so +1. There's a +2 now. So go ahead. 2d6 +2 and add your charisma. What's your charisma?
2.
So you got +2 to your charisma?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's got a 2d6 +4. Tyler, why don't you guys roll 2d6?
Jonathan, she wanted you to roll.
Roll 2d6 +4.
I thought you were going to use your app, Jonathan. So it's 9.
9.
So 13.
He's like, so,
No.
So he's,
No, it's a 5
so
plus 4.
So he's like, of course, my lady. He's blushing. Apparently, he likes you. So he's like, I will wait in the tavern
Thank you, kind sir.
If you need me,
Oh,
just find me.
you're such a...
My name is Sir Nathan of Leicester. He's like, onward, and his powerful, awesome warhorse rides over to the tavern, and you have a pet knight.
Can I kill him for his horse?
Jonathan, it was a 2d6, not a 1d20.
What for his horse?
Can I kill him for his horse?
You'll probably
Yeah, go ahead, try. Do it.
You
Do it.
try.
You
Oh,
can do
not
it.
right
I
now.
looked over. I looked at
Not
Francis.
right now, but I have
What?
a surprise attack +4 with triple damage.
He's
What? Once he's out of range,
You're supposed to roll a 2d6.
I look at Francis.
Roll the wrong one.
So Sir Nathan.
I think he.
Use your phone next time.
So Sir Nathan rides into town and heads towards the tavern. Sir Nathan of Leicester. So and now we have a new NPC.
Can I
You have a
roll
pet
to?
knight.
Do I have? Can I roll to see if I noticed if he was kind of smitten by her?
It was obvious.
Okay. I look at Francis. You don't realize he's got an eye for you.
Eye for me? What color is it? I could always use it in my tonics.
Oh, bloody hell! He likes you.
Well, I liked him too. He seemed like a nice man.
Yeah, he's a genuinely good guy. So poor bastard.
Please, whatever you do, just keep him nice. Don't drive him insane like you did the Lord.
What do you mean about the Lord? All I was doing was letting him know about the truths and possibilities that may bewitch his daughter.
And you practically haggled him out of his castle.
No, just a horse and a doggy. Small feat if you love someone.
Bloody hell. Remind me never get on your backside.
He must not love his daughter very much if a dog means more to him than his own daughter.
You know what? I will completely leave it there. Let's just get back to getting the things we need.
Okay. This bush over here looks quite nice. Let's cut it up a little bit.
So what do you guys collect?
Maybe we should get.
What?
Somebody write down everything you collected.
Oh, okay.
What exactly you did out here? Hello?
I'm writing down what I got.
Okay. Yeah, but call it out. I kind of need to know.
Oh, bush branches, grass, whatever leaves are on the floor, mud that's in the area, a couple rocks, like small rocks, a few feathers. You said that there were no flowers.
I mean, if you do like a big search, you do eventually find some flowers, but they're like a little into the trees.
Yeah, I don't need that. A little bit of bark. Some tree, like air plants or whatever, like that moss that sometimes grows off of trees.
Okay, that's fine.
I think that's it.
Okay, anything else you do out here? Before I switch over to somebody else?
Yeah, pretty much. We checked the depth of the river.
They could definitely hide
Collect it
underneath
from-
the bridge.
Yeah. We do collect some of the stuff from. We don't collect it from the exact, like we don't want to clean out the one area they're going to be in. We want to keep that looking as natural as possible. We just kind of take from
We
slightly
move
farther
around.
back. Good, thank you.
Okay. All right, so you guys are done out here. So that's pretty much your afternoon out here. And then after this, Francis returns and acquires her blowgun. And do you want to do anything before evening comes, John? Before I switch to Jonathan? And tell Alex what he's been doing all day?
No. Yeah, no. I'm good.
Okay. Alex, just so you know. Okay, Alex is not here. Okay, Jonathan.
I'm here.
Okay,
Tell
Alex,
me.
So when you were gone, Tyler volunteered you to go and bless another batch of
Holy water.
holy water with him. So you spent the second day, the third day with him, the entire day doing holy water. You did eat. You didn't stop to eat anything. But there's nothing else you can do. What are you doing the holy water thing? So you got another three holy waters. You got another 3 holy waters for yourself, another 3 holy waters for Tyler, and then the church takes the other 4.
My God, that freaking church, man.
You are happy. At this point, you don't realize you can have a conversation about it that your money's gone.
They make IRS feel like good guys.
Oh yeah, like I read the rules of the church, man. It's pretty intense.
I'm telling.
Land for shit. You cannot own your own land. You can't marry.
Well, technically.
Well, not as a cleric. At least not in this game.
No,
Mari.
Alex, it's in this book right here. I'll send you the PDF tomorrow. You can read the cleric rules. The cleric rules.
Okay.
What?
Okay, so I realized somebody stole my money.
Yep. The night before.
Geoffrey. It seems that somebody has pickpocketed me.
Oh. Someone here would actually pickpocket servant of the Lord? Oh, my. Well.
Somebody at the tavern, or somebody a little closer to us.
Of course.
Maybe one of so-called travel companions.
Let's not get too familiar. They after this adventure and after we get the favor of the Lord, I doubt that all of us will be very united, one cause. Now, as for your money, I'm not quite sure if there's even a method to return that to you.
Yes. Fortunately, I think I will have to keep an eye out, but it probably will be impossible to ascertain as to who has done the deed.
Yes. In regards to, our excursion tomorrow, just reiterating really quickly, we're going to, my idea, real quick, is we consecrate the bush around them so that bush, they can go out of the bush, save this being of the Fae, the elf, and then return. Me and you will be underneath the bridge where the water is. I recall vague legends that running water may keep them away from you, but I'm not quite sure.
Well, it's as good of a plan as any.
It might have been the legend of vampire. I'm not too entirely sure. Maybe they're all cursed in the same way. So, what do you think? Under the bridge, we would be underneath the bridge with black cloaks.
Yes, I think that is as good of a place as any.
Yeah, we wouldn't be too far away, and we would be just close enough just in case something else were to occur.
The only concern I might have is that if we are by the bridge and the party itself travels over, will their presence being so close to us may not do damage to our whole, to our souls?
You present a point there, but I think that we would not be better disposed at a distance. What if they were to turn on us? God forbid that they were to turn away from the Lord, and we would be too far away to hear it. And then Who knows what could happen if we let these devil rider things you saw last night? We have to be there. I think even if it torments us.
Tyler, we can hear you perfectly for a little while. Now suddenly we can't hear you.
I think it's worth the risk, Joseph. I think it's worth the risk. We're saving lives doing this, Joseph. We're saving lives. And
With God's grace. With God's grace, my brother.
Okay. So we're gonna go to the Magister now. Jonathan, what do you spend the day doing? Besides wearing helmets.
Tin can.
Alright.
Closer, Jonathan.
I tried to survey the Drakestone and like a good faraway hill that's as a good side of the Drakestone where I can prepare a ritual.
You find one.
Madeline and the.
Are you letting them see you?
No, I mean like a hill, like a good distance
Okay.
from the Drakestone, but it can clearly see.
Okay, Cymri. John.
Yes.
Roll perception check. That's with wisdom.
Wisdom.
To see if you see the Magister scouting out a hill nearby.
Let's see. 16 minus 1. All right, I'm at 15.
Jonathan. Roll dexterity. Unless you're not trying to hide at all from them. Dexterity check.
I got an 11.
Okay. You see the Magister lurking around a hill nearby. Cymri, what do you do?
Francis.
John, what do you
Hey,
do?
Francis.
Yes.
Hey, it's Jonathan.
So you point out.
All right. Oh, well,
Wake up, man.
Hey, Francis. Isn't that the Magister?
There you go.
Probably. He walks in a weird way, just like the Magister does.
You want to go see what he's up to?
I think that sounds fun.
Yeah, unless he's summoning demons or something.
That's even more fun. We can get the demons to fight the elves.
So are you going to sneak up
Yeah,
on him
they
or
don't
are you just
kill
going
us
to walk
first.
up to him?
I will seduce the demons.
Are you going to sneak up on him or are you going to just walk up to him?
I'm just gonna walk.
Tyler,
I'm
we
just
can't
gonna
hear
walk
you,
too.
dude. Tyler, we can't hear you.
Madeline, you can do your sneak for both you and John.
Yes. Do you want to sneak up on him or do you?
Why would I do? The Magister's too thick in the head to notice that he's being followed.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're just walking up to him.
Okay. So, Magister, you see them. They saw you and they're walking up to you.
Alright. I wait at the spot to see what they want.
You found a nice little spot to create your circle if that's what you're planning on doing, summoning a demon. You found a nice little spot where you can do it. It's close enough to the Drakestone that you can take some of the magic from the Drakestone to do what you're up to. If that is what you're up to. You're all together. The three of you found him. He's in a clearing on top of a hill that's overlooking the Drakestone. Not too far away, but far enough away that it's a good distance away. Okay, this is not a place. You're not going to be running from here to the encounter with to the Drakestone very quickly.
All right.
It'll take you a few minutes to make your way from here to the Drakestone. That's what I'm trying to say. Not around to a few minutes. And this
Insane trader that was disowned.
Is night that the elves come?
Sir Nathan?
No, the night that like the guys with the nightmare speed come.
That's tomorrow night.
Or is it still daytime?
No, that's the next day. It's still daytime.
Oh,
It's like 3 or 4
Okay,
in the
good.
afternoon.
what are you up to today?
I am selecting this spot to observe from afar when the day comes. When you two are to sneak the lady near and grab the elf off his horse and her to put the cloak on his back, I'm going to be right at this spot.
So you're literally staying out of the entire
You're
engagement.
so gonna summon a demon. Well, the one shows up. That's awesome. What do you guys?
How
do?
close are we to the Drakestone?
You're a good distance
He
away. I'm
said,
saying it'll take a few minutes to run from here to the Dragstone.
Are you sure this is the only thing you're doing up here?
To stay clear, but also to be in a nice spot to heal or decapitate your limb, just in case they become way too painful.
You may not
I
take.
am a surgeon, as you know,
Aye.
and I can only relieve pain should the worst come to pass. Although, from what I am told, these things could take your soul. So,
I do have to
insane
ask.
trader, Cymri, we are deeply counting on you to succeed.
I have to ask. Oh, no, go ahead, Francis. I'll ask after.
Do you have any pig's blood?
Pigs.
I looked
know
like,
the
what?
town sells pigs.
There's
There
definitely
was a
pigs.
I don't
merchant
need.
that was selling
It
chickens.
can't be
and pigs.
fresh. I don't want fresh pig's blood. I need old pig's blood.
Bloody hell, can't we just use some mud? Once that stuff dries, it's pretty good.
How
Especially the ones over there that's more clayish.
I have other plans.
Boy. Okay.
Okay, do you have any frog skin?
What would you need frog skin?
As a surgeon, you should know what I would need frog skin for.
You're mistaken what my profession is. A surgeon is merely to cut off limbs or things that are harming you, giving you pain. I am to relieve you of that pain. Say a broken arm, a slash towards your leg. If your limbs could not work and they would kill you and do more harm to you, I am to relieve that pain and that tension from your body using said this. And I bring out a soul.
I see that you are actually a
Carries a
quack
saw on him.
doctor.
He brought out a what?
A saw.
A
A fucking
saw.
saw.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I see, dear magistrate, person, whatever, that you're actually a quack. So I'm gonna go actually do official doctor business and walk that way.
I am the official.
He walked away. I already walked away.
Oh boy.
I'm ignoring.
You're technically the official magister of this town. You're the only one here. So.
I look back at him. Are you summoning a demon like last time?
What would give you such a hit? Such a dreadful.
Maybe because he's a Cymri, he can summon demons too.
Because the last time we were in this area, you had it in you to summon something. I kept telling you.
Check if I could. Now, I believe you needed to help your friend. Help you succeed on the endeavor that you two have so bravely volunteered. And
He
the two
droops his
have
head.
also agreed to stay far away.
He starts shaking his head. Please, whatever you summon, don't let it kill us. I don't want to die yet. And I don't want to have to be picking pieces of you out of the grass.
If all goes accordingly, your life will be greatly spent.
Bloody hell, he's going to summon a Balrog. I say it already. We're all freaking doomed. And he says that as he's walking away.
Okay, so at that, we will end today's session. We have the next day.
Jonathan, I love that answer.
We're still going to RP something that night, but we'll do that next game. And,
Oh my goodness.
next
I'll
day
not
is-
forget how you tried to grab Korok's skin.
Yes, and the next day will be it. All right. So that'll be next game. So we're gonna end it right here. Hold on a second. Let me end the video.